So in the home screen, there's something left. That thing is the popular product. So let's start building it. For that, I will create a new file inside the widget called popular underscore products dart. Let's import the material package, and it's going to be a stateless widget. So for that, I will initialize it and name it as popular product, like this. So first, let's initialize a container of width of 250, and let's give it some decoration. So decoration of box decoration. Let's give it a color of the background color. So theme dot of context dot background color, and let's give it border radius for this. So border radius dot let's choose only, let's say bottom left and bottom right. So radius dot circular, I will choose 10. Let's copy this, do the same for the bottom right, this one. Let's add a comma in here and comma in here and format our code. Now inside of this container, let's initialize a column. For that, as a child, I will give it a column. First child will be a stack for the image and the price in here, and this icon over here. So let's give it children. First one will be a container for the image. I will give it decoration of box decoration and give it an image, also decoration image. That's going to take an image as an argument, and I will choose network image, and let's give it fit argument of box fit dot fill, just like this. Let's add a comma in here, and I will copy the link from here, so this link. Now let's add the icons over here. So for that, I will initialize a positioned widget. So positioned, I will give it a right of 12 and top of 10. And it's going to take an icon as a child. So icon, I will give it in typo dot star, and let's give it a color. So colors dot gray dot shade 800. It's this one. Let's copy this and format our code and paste it in here. Let's change this to 10 and this to 7, and let's change this color to white. Now we need another position for the price in here. So for that, let's paste the position in here. Let's change this to bottom and give it value of 32. As a child, it's going to take a container. I'll give it padding of 10. So edge ansets dot all of 10. Let's add a color in here of theme dot of context dot background color, and as a child it will take a text that's going to put the price in it. So let's say just type $1 and some number, And let's do some styling for it. So style, and give it a color of selection color. So theme, let's just copy this, paste it in here, and choose selection color, this one. Now let's add the title and the description below those widgets. So outside of the stack, let's add a container. So that's going to take a column as a child, but first let's give it some padding of 8, like this. And now let's give it child, a column that's going to take children. The first one will be the title text. So in here, title, I'll give it max line of 1, and let's give it some styling. So style of text style, and let's give it font size of 18 and font weight also font weight, I will choose bold. Let's format our code. Let's add the widget for these two widgets, this title, description, and the button in here. So for that, we are going to need a row that's going to take some children. The first one will be the text. So let's copy this and paste it in here. Change this to description. Let's change this line to 2 and choose an overflow for it of text overflow dot I prefer this one, 3 dots, and the font size will be 15 and font weight of 500 and a color of a gray dot shade 800. So gray, or you can type it like this. Let's format our code, and now let's add the icon button. So for that, I will use a material widget. I will not use an icon button. So let's initialize a material that's going to take an inkwell as a child. So child inkwell. Let's give it a transparent color. So color in here, colors dot transparent, and let's give an on tab for this inkwell. Let's give it border radius of border radius dot circular. I will choose 30, this one. Add a comma in here, and let's add a child for this inkwell, and this child will be an icon. I will choose the material community icons dot card plus this one. Let's give it a size of 25 and a black color. Let's wrap this icon by some padding. So padding. Later we are going to press on it and it will take us to the product details page. So let's add an inkwell in here. Like this. Let's give it an on tab, null on tab for now. And let's wrap this widget by a material widget. Change this to material. And let's give it border radius of border radius dot only, just like this one. So let's copy it and paste it in here. like this. So now let's go back to the home page and let's copy this padding and paste it in here. Let's change this to popular products and let's initialize a container in here. So container that's going to take a full width, so double dot infinity, and a height of 285. Let's give it some margin. So margin edge ansets dot only, or we can choose symmetric, and horizontal of 3. This container will take a list view.builder as a child, so list view dot builder. Let's add a scroll direction for it. It's going to be horizontal, so axis dot horizontal, and item count, let's give it of 8, and item builder, this one just going to take as usual context, name it ctx, and an integer, so int and x. Let's return our widget now. So popular products, this one, like this. Now let's restart our application. So once we save it, it didn't work as we expected, and apparently that because we didn't give a height for the image. So let's go and give it a height in here of 170. Let's save it like this, and this title should be in the start, and add some spacing between this text and this button. So let's go back to this column in here. So let's add a cross-axis alignment dot, let's say start. Let's save it, and let's add, we can add a main axis alignment in here, dot space between. Let's save it, or we can just add a spacer between these two widgets, just like this. It's still the same. As you can see, the star here and here, it's different than the other one, so we need to change the icon in here to star outline. Let's save it. So here it is. Later the color of this icon will be changed if the user added to favorite or not. So if the user added to the wish list, the color will be red for this icon in here. Also, we still need to add some padding for this container. So for that, let's wrap this container by padding and let's save it. So it appeared like that, and let's add a color for this material of transparent color, like this. So here it is. Now the rounded corner at the bottom appeared.